start to a new vlog today. About to go out and about. My son has tryouts for AAU today. So I just, doing a little something for the, for the single fathers out there. or whatever. But yeah, I'm about to go run some errands and then take him to the AAU tryouts. Wish us luck. All right, y'all. Soon as I get in this party, I'm gonna love on me. Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free. La catarella. It's warming up right now. It's gonna be a long day. River to let her know I'll be on my way. It's a beautiful morning. So we just out here in nature. It's supposed to be there's nothing wrong with today. It's a little cloudy, but it's far from tornado. So we had a dentist appointment this morning. Went to the kids' dentist appointment and decided to get some lunch and let's just have a walk in the park because why not? I don't see why not. What in the video?
And now you just forgot your vlogging camera.
So we just out here at the park or whatnot. Like Beyonce, like Trina. Like Beyonce, like me. It's a little river runs through it or whatever. Woo. Woo, it's a little windy out here. It's a little windy.
Hey, Mama.
Saying why you gotta be goofy weird like hey mama.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
hey,
you
mama.
did. Now you said, hey mama.
I didn't have to vlog anymore today.
I'm watching you now.
I have to vlog anymore. Yeah, I have to vlog anymore.
Hi. It was okay. How was yours? I don't know if y'all can hear, but this older gentleman stopped me in Walmart trying to get my number, y'all. Do you have Instagram? No. I don't know. How old are you? Can't really tell. You know how black people are. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your. Did y'all see that? Okay. Now, this creepy old man approached me, asked me for my information, so I done hollered, gave me his house phone number, talking about, will you call my house and see if my answering machine is working? I said, yeah. He called the bank. I was like, yep, it's working. I hope he's not still in here. He literally would not leave me alone. Y'all, I'm shaking. I'm shooketh. It's not my fault. I'm looking like a snack. All these snacks around here. You better find out what to do. Hi. It's well, I got these people start. How you doing today? Is it the red hair? Shoot. Is it the red hair? That make them stare. This snack is back. I've been having a taste for pork chops. I haven't had pork chops in forever. And let my brother tell it, all she know how to make is big cats with his smart ass mouth. But I don't know. Sounds no. I want to see what I got so far. Got some protein shakes for the boys. Got some scramps. I'm gonna go home and make me some salmon for me. I use ground turkey for everything, so I'm gonna get a couple of these. These is on sale. Drumsticks, though. I don't want no drumsticks. Nobody got time for that. Thank you, Charles. Not at this one. I did. Huh? It ain't. But
Why did you do that too?
got the. They used to be called the good old boy cheese fries. Now they just call cheese fries. He thinks he's smart. Let me tell you a little secret, honey.
It ain't really yours. I'm just gonna tell you.
It is too. I don't see how it ain't.
Because you ain't that paying for it.
Nah, honey, don't do me. Because
But my
mine's
lady
is
to the
paid
state
for.
is she had I love you, but I said, oh, it's not mine. It's just a ring.
Ooh.
She said, was she like a minute? I said, yeah, it's about $250,000. Yeah, it's just a
I already know what I want.
what?
Anyway.
I want the hot thing. I'm gonna say it just like
Don't
how I go.
have it no
I
more.
want the hot thing, and I want the old boy cheese fries
What
for the
is it?
appetizer.
What's the nutty honey butter?
then-
I want some chicken fingers.
With the croissant, the croissant
And
after
can I
the
get
appetizer, now
cheeseburger
that
too?
was out of that's
That part, it no longer comes with the food no more.
Bacon chicken burger.
That's what we think last time. I was like, what is that? So I can order you some. If you order a salad, it comes on the side, but they no longer bring the basket of croissants to the table.
I'm shaking my head back and
Mom,
forth.
can I have a bacon cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Is there nothing on the junior
Yes,
menu?
we want. How do you know you ain't looked at the
Junior
menu?
menu. They say how old is he? At least 10.
It's on 11.
You what?
You have to walk like
Ooh, that is nice. So, Mary, where your food at, baby?
that's too many times.
Hey. I'm headed out. I'm about to go meet up with a friend for her boyfriend, husband's birthday party. And, yeah, let's roll. I just stopped to get y'all this girl. Now, mind you, it is 32 degrees. She got out her car with a tank top on and some flip-flops. And you ain't got to ask what color she was. Because y'all know that's why people crap. But anyways, I gotta go. I'm already late. Hey y'all, hey. So y'all, I was gonna I'm about to insert a little story time for y'all. Because okay, let me just get my life together. Okay. Are we together? Are we together? Let's just see if we can get along today. Can we? Shall we? Shan't we? Oh my God, it's tilted. It's a little crooked. Oh Jesus. Jesus, be a fence. All around us every day. Okay, y'all. So I came on here. I want to do a little insert. So the clip that y'all just watched, where I was like, "Oh, I'm about to go out with a friend and have dinner with her husband, boyfriend, whatever." So I left the gas station and was supposed to be on my way to J. Alexander's to meet this girl. But backstory on how I met the girl, and it's not a long story time, but I just wanted to fill y'all in. So. It's an app called Bumble, where it's also a dating app, but you can also like get on Bumble to find friends or like business networking connections, whatever you want to do. So like I had met her on that app like maybe early in January, and so saying we both had liked each other's profile to become friends or whatever. I had initially invited her to like a sip and paint. This was like towards the end of January, and then also invited her to the all black event that I went to the first week of February. And so initially she was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good or whatever. And we exchanged each other's Instagram or whatever. So that was supposed to be our first event to get together. So she didn't want to go to the sip and paint. I'd also invited her to like the comedy show. She didn't want to go to the comedy show, whatever. All right, it ain't no big deal. So we were supposed to be really going to the black party. Like that's something that we had been talking about. And so the day before, she had called me or texted me on Instagram, was like, hey, I'm going to take a rain check. Hubby's not sure what he's going to do, because it was an Ashanti and Nelly concert the same week, the same exact day of the all black event in Nashville. So she was like, he's undecided if we want to go to the Nelly concert or do we want to go to the event or whatever. I kind of want y'all to see me. Woo! Oh my God, why did I have to do that? Okay, my bad, y'all. So anyway, just doing the most. So whatever, she had to take a rain check, but whatever, we can get up for the black party. So whatever, I wasn't tripping. No, so that's what it was. She told me she couldn't come to the black party last minute, which I was supposed to be going with another girl that I met. So the other girl ended up going with me or whatever, but she had flaked on that event. It was like, I'll take a rain check. And so from there, to be honest, I was good. Like, I wasn't really pressed to meet her because we hadn't met previously. And so we had just been barely talking through DMs on Instagram or whatever. So she randomly hit me up like a week ago before this day, before the event that I'm talking about, where I'm supposed to meet with her and her husband, boyfriend, whatever. Talking about, hey, do you have plans for this coming weekend? I was like, no, I don't have plans. She's like, okay, well, if you're interested, I'm having a dinner party for my husband. And I'm like, husband? First of all, I didn't know she was married because on her profile, it doesn't say that she's married. And on her Instagram, it's not indicating that she's actually married, even though I may not know. But like, some people claim to have a husband, and really that's just your boyfriend, right? So she was like, yeah, I'm having a dinner party for my husband, and I wanted to know if you would like to come. I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. I'm like, yeah, no problem. She was like, okay, well, I'll let you know the details. We're supposed to be, no, that's what she initially said. Let me back up. She said, I wanted to know if you want to come up for a get together to do drinking games and have fun. I was like, of course, yes, that's something I would love to do. So then after I said yes, I wanted to go, then she elaborated that actually it's going to be a birthday dinner for her husband, and I guess afterwards they was going to play drinking games at the house or whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm still down to go. She's like, okay, we planning on going to J. Alexander's, and then after that we're going to go to this place called the Game Terminal. Now I'm like, okay, J. Alexander's, which J. Alexander's is kind of expensive. So it's like, to invite me to a birthday dinner for your husband is already like odd to me. Like, why are you inviting me? First of all, I haven't even met you, let alone your husband. So like, the fact that you are inviting me to a birthday dinner for your quote unquote husband, and he's never met me, I've never met you, nor have I met him, it's just already like, okay. So I'm thinking maybe, like, I really don't know what to think. But at the same time, I didn't have anything to do. And I was like, okay, I don't mind. I will go. And so, but I'm thinking at the same time, maybe her husband has a lot of guy friends. And she's new to the Nashville area. So maybe she is trying to, you know, like, okay, so he's going to have a lot of guy friends there. So at least I'll have a girlfriend or a woman there that I can talk to while he's, you know, doing his thing with his friends or whatever. So I'm not sure. Anyway, so the day progresses. The day comes. You see the clip. I'm in the car. I done got dressed up. I know what time. She texted me earlier what time they're going to be at the restaurant. They have reservations for 7 o'clock. And I was like, okay, cool. I get off of work. She was like, we have reservation for 7, but we're going to pregame at my house before, and then we're going to go. And we probably leave my house around 6 something. I'm like, I get off of work at 5:30. And she was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I don't know if she understood that meant basically I cannot come pregame at your house and go to the restaurant at 7, because then it's not going to be enough time for me to leave my house and get there. Mind you, I live outside of Nashville city limits, so it takes me about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get to the city. So and depending on what J. Alexander's they're going to, there's a J. Alexander's that is really close to my house, like within 30 minutes. And then there's one like downtown. So whatever. So I got ready. I'm in the car. I'm like, whatever. Which one of y'all at? Texting her location. She was like, oh, this is where it gets weird. Like, soon as I'm leaving the gas station, getting on the freeway, I'm like, what location are y'all? The one in Franklin or y'all the one downtown? She was like, downtown. And so I was like, okay, well, on my way headed there now. She texted me back like, hey, we still at my house pre-gaming. You should probably just come to my house. I was like, okay. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. She's like, you could probably just come to my house and we can all leave there together. But at this point, where I'm leaving is like 6:45. So to be honest, I was going to be late getting to the restaurant. So I was like, well, what time the reservations is from 7 to 7:30, meaning like I will have time. But I really don't know if I'll have time to go to her house and then we all go to the restaurant by 7:30. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, but to be honest, I'll just meet y'all at the restaurant, because I don't see the point in going to your house first and we all just about to go to the restaurant. I don't have to pregame in that manner. I really don't care. So I texted her that and she was like, okay, but we not there yet. Here's the thing. We're really waiting for some more of my husband's friends to come. So she texted me all this. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you should probably just come to my house first because we really ain't ready yet. I was like, oh, what about the reservation? She was like, yeah, and plus he don't even know what restaurant he's gonna pick yet. Like, he hasn't decided. How do you not know what restaurant you're gonna pick? And you have alleged reservations. This is your birthday dinner. How you made reservations but you're not sure? I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he made several reservations across the city. Who knows? So at this point, I'm not tripping about going to her house. In my mind, I'm just going to go towards downtown, get to the restaurant area, find somewhere to park. And when they get there, I will already be there because at least I won't be late at this point. I thought I was rushing because I was going to be late. Anyway, so she kept pressing the issue like, I really think you should come to my house. And I'm like, why? Why? I just don't get why. She was like, I was like, okay, you know, at this point, I don't know. I'm thinking, well, maybe somebody needs a ride. Like, I'm not sure why. But I was like, okay, well, what's the address? Because if she lives in Nashville and they gonna be longer than an hour getting there, I don't want to just be sitting at the restaurant just for hours upon hours. So she texts me the address. Why? This girl live in Goodlettsville. Now, if you know the Nashville area, you know. I live in Columbia, bottom of Nashville. She lives in Goodlettsville, top of Nashville. And so these are not even Nashville. Like, okay, so Nashville is the center in the surrounding areas. Goodlettsville is like way, it ain't even in necessarily the metro, like Antioch, Smyrna, whatever, Murfreesboro. It's like far as hell, in my opinion. It's like really north of Nashville, and I live south of Nashville. So she texts me the address, and I text her back, Goodlettsville. I was like, girl, it's going to take me an hour to get to Goodlettsville. And she was like, an hour? Oh, I didn't know you was coming from out of town. I said, yeah, I'm coming from Columbia. I didn't know you was from out of town, girl. You should have told me that. I'm like, I'm not from out of town. I live in Columbia. But I'm saying that's like 2 hours away from us. How is Columbia 2 hours away from Nashville? What are you talking about? Like, and at this point, come to find out she's from LA. She's not even from this area, but she sounded all type of crazy. Like, I was like, it's not. I was like, it's right outside of Cool Springs. I was like, you know where Spring Hill is? Honey, I've never been there either. She texts me back, I don't know what that's at. I've never been there either. Like, what? Like, if you live in the city limits of Nashville, everybody know where Cool Springs is. Franklin, Cool Springs, Smyrna, Antioch. It's like areas, Brentwood, like Cool Springs and Brentwood are really close in neighborhood. And so right after Cool Springs, it's where I live in Columbia. So Columbia, Spring Hill, Cool Springs, Brentwood, like those are areas that you would know if you are in the Nashville area. So I mentioned that to her and she's like, I don't know that either. Like, I don't really know. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how you don't know. She said, yeah, but if you would have told me you was coming from out of town, I'm not coming from out of town. If you would have told me you lived in Goodlettsville, then that would have changed everything. Meanwhile, even if I was in Nashville, Goodlettsville is still a good ways away from Nashville. So, like, the fact that you're pressing me to come to your house does not sit well with me because you live far as hell. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like me begging somebody to come all the way to Columbia and we could all just meet in Nashville, which would be convenient for everybody. So I'm like, I'm not feeling this. So I was like, okay, well, at this point, I was like, I'm not going to be able to go to Goodlettsville. So I call her. No, before I call her, I pulled up into J. Alexander's in Cool Springs, Franklin. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just sit here for a minute and see what she's going to do. And so she never texted me back. So I ended up calling her just to see, like, maybe over text we misunderstanding each other. Let's talk. So she answered the phone. It sounds like a lot of people in the background. She was like, hey. I was like, so what's going on? What's the move? She was like, like I said, we're really still at the house or whatever, waiting for some of his friends. Like, a few of his friends has already showed up. But I was just thinking, if it all falls down, we could just, I know for a fact we can get something to eat at Hooters. I'm like, Hooters. Meanwhile, I'm dressed. to go to J. Alexander's, okay? Like, I have business casual outfit on. I'm like, Hooters. And it's her husband's alleged birthday dinner. You would rather, you just up in the air. How did J. Alexander's turn into Hooters? But okay. And so she also proceeds to say, yeah, let's just go to the game terminal. Let's just make that the move. We'll let you know we go to shit. Because I'm going to tell you, like, at the end of my night, I know for sure I'm going to end my night at the weekend. So now I'm really thinking, since when did it go from J. Alexander's to Hooters to the weekend? If you don't know, the weekend is like a lounge club, nightclub in downtown Nashville. I am not dressed to go to the weekend. I'm not up for the weekend. Mind you, the party birthday dinner is supposed to be at 7 o'clock. So you mean to tell me you think I'm going to be out from 7 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the morning turning up with y'all? I had no plans on doing all this, on everything. I'm just like, what? But I'm not saying any of this out loud. I'm like, okay, so yeah, because like we really just, you know, sitting around drinking or whatever. I was like, okay, so but are you hungry? So like maybe you can get something to eat and then we could just meet up. But I'm just saying, like, this is why I'm telling you, it would be better if you could just come out to my house. Like, I would prefer it, like, if you were just to come out here. And that's what I'm saying. At least we'll all be together and then it doesn't matter. We can just sit here, vibe out. We got drinks and stuff. Like, you can hear it's like, you know, I guess they already turning up over there. But I'm like, that was not in the plan. So I want to insert inside of an insert because honestly, at this moment, I'm thinking to myself, it's given setup. It's given, why exactly do you want me to come to your house and I've never met you? Let alone, why exactly do you want me, a female, to be around your husband, alleged husband? It's like, I don't want you to come to my house. I don't know you like that. Meanwhile, she has little kids. She has like 3 little bitty babies. Like, maybe she has like a newborn that's like less than a year old, and she has like a 1-year-old and like a 2-year-old. Like, she has children. So I'm like, at this point, it's giving setup. Like, I'm thinking to myself, people think it's around tax time. Maybe she's trying to get me over there to set me up. Like, because the way you're pressing the issue that you really want me just to come to your house, it does not sit well with me. And it's giving very much so weird vibes. Plan at all. So meanwhile, like, I was texting this dude. Like, he had been texting me all day long. Like, the day before, he had texted me like, dang, you really cool, whatever. I would like to hang out. What you doing this weekend? So I told him, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, tomorrow I have to go to a birthday dinner with this girl and her husband's birthday dinner, whatever. And I was like, then on Saturday I'm supposed to be going to a day party at the weekend. And he was like, oh, dang, okay, cool. So, like, at that moment, he started texting me, like, did you go to your birthday party dinner? And I was like, actually, no, I didn't. So I was like, the girl is tripping. I'm not sure. So at this point, I'm still in Franklin, not deciding whether or not I'm going to actually go. In my mind, like, so after we got off the phone call, okay, let me go back to the phone call. So as we're talking, she was like, I don't know, I'd rather you just come out here. And I was like, listen, I'm not going to drive to Goodlettsville because that's a long drive for me. And so for me to go all the way to Goodlettsville and then turn up with y'all drink, I would then have to come back, you know, all the way through Nashville to Columbia in the wee hours of the morning. And it's already going to take an hour to get there. And I'm going to, you know, it's going to be dark. I'm going to be drunk. I don't want to do that. So I just went ahead and told her, I'm not coming to Goodlettsville. So let's get that out there. So, okay, well, how about this? If you're hungry, why don't you get you something to eat out there and we could just meet up at the gang terminal because we were supposed to be doing that anyway. Remember, that was part of the plans initially. I was like, okay. She was like, because I've never been there. Where's it at? Is that in Antioch? I was like, no, it's in Nashville. I think it's in Antioch. I'm like, it's not. I've been there before. Like, I've been there. And it's not what she's thinking it is. Like, girl, the gang terminal ain't nothing y'all finna turn up on. Like, I've been there several times. I ain't got time to describe it. But, like, it ain't all that. It's like a whole bunch of arcade games from back in the day. But okay, so I was like, all right, whatever. She's like, okay, well, we'll let you know when we headed towards that way. I'm like, okay, bye. Hang up with her. So I text him. I was like, nothing. This ain't working out. Thinking, okay, I'm not going nowhere with her. Maybe I can get old dude to come meet me at J. Alexander's and we can just do our own little thing, have a little date since he wanted to talk to me anyway. So we talked, and he ended up being cool, but he was on his way to pick up his kids for the weekend. So I'm like, dang, that's cool. So fast forward to the next clip. I ended up going out with him the next day to get margaritas or whatever. But yeah, it ended very weird. So I ended up going that night to get some Wingstop when she was like, I'll text you when you get to the restaurant. Got to Wingstop. It was a whole nother ghetto situation at Wingstop. And I'm like, I'm over this night. Like at this point, it's like going 9:30, going on 10. And I'm like, I'm just ready to go home. So she texts me, we on our way to the game terminal. I'm like, okay, and what that got to do with me? Because at this point, I'm good. Like, you're giving weird vibes. I'm not sure as to why I need to be a part of your husband's birthday celebration, but that already didn't make any sense. Meaning, because meanwhile, we haven't met each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any earthly sense for you to be. It's one thing to casually invite me to an event that's going on, and I understand, okay, no big deal, I don't have nothing going on. Maybe they want a lot of people to be there. Maybe it want to, look like it's just, turned up. A lot of people came. It was like, maybe he has enough. I kept thinking maybe he has guy friends that they think, well, I'm going to bring a girl for your friend. That's what initially I was really thinking. Like, okay, he probably has guy friends, and he's want her to bring somebody for his friend, so his friend won't look like the third wheel or whatever. Or if anybody else is coming, maybe it's a bunch of couples and whatever. I really didn't know. But anyway, so I'm just thinking the whole thing is weird that you are trying your best to make sure I come to this event for your quote unquote husband. And I've never even met you in person. This is my first time speaking to you over the phone. And it was just giving weird vibes. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't like unorthodox, messy, unorganized, what the hell going on type stuff. So I was like, I ain't going. So she texted me again, we at the place. I was like, yeah, it's a no for me. I said, I'm actually on my way home, girl. This has already been a long night. Mind you, I had worked all day long. So it's like, I'm really just ready to go to bed. So that's that. So anyways, the next clip you're about to see, went on a date with that boy that I was talking about or whatever. And so that's us at the date. And yeah, I just wanted to put y'all in. Ended up being a long story time. But all right, good to see y'all. Yeah, bye. You don't like what?
I don't like his
antics?
Yeah, I don't. But I will say though,
stand 10 toes down with your decision, sweetie.
When you judging me, I
Hey y'all, hey. So y'all just got back from a little I don't know what to call it. I guess it was a date or whatever. So like we had went out for drinks with this guy that I had just met. And it was cool or whatever. Kind of a little still tipsy. We went to a Mexican restaurant, and you know the Mexican restaurant, the margaritas be lit. Like, I'm not sure if Mexican people know, but like, y'all don't have to use that much alcohol and then charge us less than $10 for the margarita, baby. You're losing out on money, sweetheart. But I'm not gonna be the one to tell them because I enjoy the drinks, boo. But yeah, like the date was cool or whatever. It was cool. It was good to meet him. He kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? I normally don't do the light skins or whatever, but he was like, I'm feeling good, y'all. I might do a story time tonight because I am feeling Gucci, and I do mean Gucci. So gone over you. So Friday I went out to this event called Vibrations. It's like a set for local artists to perform and also listen to the music, and then afterwards they kind of like do a karaoke thing. So I went to check it out.